Okay, looks like I'm live, so everybody. I'm one of the guys who has been helping with the setup in the night, well, in the early morning, Martin. Now it's time to show, in some way, my skills to run SNES games. In this case, we have Super Bomberman 4. This is one of the 5 Super Bomberman games, but this was exclusively released in Japan. This was not released in the rest of the world, as with the first 3 games. So there are a lot of interesting things on this game that I'm gonna be trying to mention during the run as much as I can. Try to remember all these things because I'm the kind of person who always forgets his breakfast. So let's go to this. I'm just preparing something else before I can start with this. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, anyway, let's just start with the stun delay institutional lot. So I'm just gonna be opening something additional on my side, and now I am ready to start with the action. So the category is gonna be any person to players. We're gonna be understanding the nature of this category during the run, so don't feel worried about that. We're gonna be having tons of time to talk about this. So I'm just gonna grab my controller and I'm gonna make the camera for 3. So 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna be starting here on the stage 1 or world 1. Consider this. We are gonna be traveling through different time eras, and I don't know what I put the bomb there. It's not supposed that I have to put the bomb there, but for some reason I haven't done that. And now the manipulation is not gonna be what I was expecting. Please go up, and what a bastard. Please go up. Thank you. So I made a small mistake here, so everything is gonna be different than I was expecting. But it's gonna be fine anyways. It's not gonna be like every problem. I have a decent amount of additional time on my estimator for this kind of things. And yes, I forgot that there was an item there, so that was going to check what am I doing. Oh, I'm just gonna start. Sorry, I'm gonna start the run again. You haven't seen nothing there. You haven't seen anything, so nothing has happened there. So let's start again with the run. As I have messed up a lot of things. Countdown from 3 again. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Super Bomberman 4. We're gonna start on the first stage of the game, which is based on the primeval era. So well, this game we're gonna be traveling through different era times based in Japanese culture, so maybe that's one of the reasons why this game was not released outside of Japan. And well, again, this beginning was not what I was expecting, but comparing with the first attempt, this was quite decent. So going on with this first stage, and nothing interesting to mention or additional to do here. So the only thing that I need to do is just to defeat these enemies and grab some items. In this case, I'm looking for some bombs, and at the same time for some flames in order to have more increased power. So now the important stage, and the reason why I have activated the second player. So maybe you're wondering, okay, you're playing by yourself, but you activated the second player. Which is the reason behind this? Well, for one player mode, there are 2 different categories in this game, which are basically obviously any percent 1 player and any percent 2 player. The only difference is that in 2 player there are no RNG manipulations in the game, and unfortunately I have got a pretty bad start as I wasn't able to work properly on the setup on my I wasn't able to work properly on my setup on the previous stage. And well, now Red Bomberman has defeated second player. I don't know why does that Bomberman decided to do that. It's the first time that I see that he defeats it, and unfortunately this is a pretty bad start. So there's a small chance that I can mess up on my estimate. Hopefully nothing bad is gonna happen. So again, going back to the topic, this is the reason why we activate the second player. As this is just a one-player run, we are not allowed to play as the Black Bomberman. The reason why we use him is because, first of all, like with many Bomberman games, having two players increases the amount of spawn items. And the second thing is that we can access easily to this bonus. I'm gonna be looking for the heart that I have missed. Okay, there we go. Now, okay, I have all the items that I need. So from this point, it's gonna be pointless to have the Black Bomberman. We're not gonna be using him again for the rest of the run. And well, on one player, you make a kind of manipulation, as you can, as on 1-2, some of the rocks that are that prevent that you can keep moving, or well, spawn after each moment. So in one player category, you make a small manipulation in order to make that those rocks spawn on a specific point where you can get pushed to that bonus section. But on two players, you simply grab the globe, and then you can grab the Black Bomberman in order to access to this section. So the reason why, we spawn the second player. And also having the second player gives to you additional items. So in some cases that can be something useful. So I destroyed first this kind of cavern on this stage, because what is going to happen is that if I don't do that, every time I defeat these cavern enemies, they're gonna keep spawning from them. So the first thing that I need to do here is just to destroy the kind of fortress or cavern or whatever you wanna consider that is in the middle of the stage. Fortunately, we just have two stages where we need to deal with this. 1-4 and 1-5. And 1-4 with 5 explosions, the fortress gets destroyed. And on 1-5 with 8, those get destroyed. I mean, it was such a troll because he decided to simply don't die. And also, if you have played any Bomberman game before, you maybe understand that, or maybe you know that if a bomb explodes and you have the wolf as item, and you are over the block that explodes, you're gonna die. But for some reason, this is the only Bomberman game where that's not going to happen. This is the only Bomberman game where you can keep on the same block that is gonna explode. And now, the hardest stage of the game. There we go. 1-6 is a pretty hard stage, as we can see here. And keeping on with the game, now we're gonna be on 1-7. And as always, I forgot to destroy the Black Bomberman up from this point, because with this I can attack this enemy as quick as possible. And well, just with 3 hits we are done. I don't need the Black Bomberman anymore, so I'm just gonna explode him up to this point, and I'm gonna keep going. But otherwise, he was gonna die anyways on this third stage. So that was Bomber Grade, the first mini boss, and well, this ship boss, I always forgot their names. But okay, I didn't mess up things there. I was gonna lose that enemy anyways. I wanna explain a bit that on the next world. This is a really easy boss. As you can see, I didn't explode him. I think those are 12 times. I have never counted that anyway, so I'm sorry about that. That's not something I can mention. Oh, well, we have completed the first stage. And now we're gonna be moving to the next era, which is gonna be the Edo era. And well, this first 3 stages we're gonna have these ninjas that are gonna have different colors. In this case, the red ninja, what it's gonna do is that if they see a bomb, well, they're gonna be transforming themselves into bombs. And obviously when they explode the other bomb, but you cannot explode them. But with the detonator, that's not like a problem. Because this is the one of the main power-ups you need to have in the run, as you can explode the bombs whenever you want. Now, blue ninjas, when the bomb is gonna explode, they jump. But if you can, you have the remote controller for the bombs, that's not like a problem. But when you don't have this, these enemies are really annoying. And now, probably the most annoying of the ninja, especially Tolkien, the green ninja. Because what the ninja does is that they're gonna throw shurikens if you are on the same line as them. If they're watching you, if they're seeing you, they're gonna be throwing shurikens. But again, remote bombs, that's not gonna be like that. 2-4. Now it's a good moment to talk about the X. So you have natural and artificial X, and depending on the enemy you defeat. Damn, that was so close to be a really big mistake. Ah yes, I forgot that enemy does that. So, when you defeat some enemies, some of them are gonna be... You're gonna turn themselves into X, so in those cases, those are artificial X. And some of them have different abilities, like for example the dinosaur that I have got on 1-1. That it has the same effect as a bomb that ignores all the blocks, and depending on your firepower, it's gonna move to. It's gonna explode all the blocks, and some of them have different abilities also. Like for example, the Bagura, which is this enemy that I'm gonna be watching here. That what the Bagura does is that your movement is gonna be really fast, and I forgot that again. And it's really important to keep the Bagura here as much as I can, because with him we're gonna be having a faster movement, plus another way to increase your speed when you are not over the Bagura is just to... Sorry, it's not Bagura. Which was the name of this guy? Bagura's an enemy. I don't know why I forgot the name of this guy, to be honest. Hold on, I have that in writing order somewhere else here. But I don't know what I forgot the name of this enemy. As I was asking to another friend who runs the game where to get the backup one. Well, Bazooka Bomber. Self-explanatory name about what this guy does. You know, the second enemy that the second boss that I forgot what the objective of this guy. But basically, he's gonna throw bombs, and we need to try to explode some bombs against them, and that's everything. Again, with the more bombs, you can do a lot of better things, because otherwise this boss is also really annoying if you don't have the power up. That's one of the main points about why you need to keep these items. Daroman is the name. Bagura is honestly the boss of the game that we're gonna be facing at the end of the game. And now there's something important to mention here on this stages. As you can see, there's a red light, well, in this case on the top middle of the screen, now that we are on the modern era. And it's really important you don't explode any bombs there, because otherwise what is going to happen is that the enemy's speed is gonna get increased. And also this enemy that I don't know its name releases another artificial leg, and what that enemy does is that it slows you down. But if you have the Daruman, that's not like a problem, honestly. Daruman, Daruman. At least I remember that when I was on elementary school, I won a lot of spelling contests, considering that English is not my main language. I think it has been a long time since I have tried to spell something on English really quick. But yeah, if I mess up with my English now, you know the reason behind that, but I'm trying to do as best as I can. So, there's always a problem with this enemy that I'm gonna try to defeat here, as it always spawns on a place where it's really easy to mess up and explode the alarm. So when you explode the alarm, enemies move twice as faster. Oh, killing some bosses. Yeah, that's like the natural thing on this game. And now, those green enemies are real annoying as they are gonna spawn blocks around them. So with that, it's supposed that it gets prevented that you're able to defeat them. But once they got transformed into eggs and you catch them, its ability is just to despawn all the blocks around you. But for the run, that's not something good, as that's gonna lag the game until all walls disappear. Until all those walls disappear, so that's not like something we would try to do. Now we have this enemy that look like bears, beavers, or any other kind of animal you wanna describe them. They have a red hammer that, well, for Latin American people, they will recognize that as a weapon from a Mexican TV character called the Chapulín Colorado. And, well, that hammer looks like a chipote chillon. I don't like to do that kind of reference, but for the nature of this, and it's gonna be something that people may understand, so that's why I try to explain that as best as I can. Now, third mini-boss, as always, there needs to be an evil waifu on these video games that we need to defeat. And in this case, no, it was Bazooka Bomber. Well, this case is Lady Bomber, so I don't know what I'm getting confused with the names. And now, third boss, a bit like a problem, because we're gonna be having two phases with this boss. Because what we need to wait is that after a while, this boss is gonna stomp on the floor. That's gonna be like the moment we can use in order to try to explode some bombs against it. And if you don't have the remote bombs, you have the detonator, this is a real problem. So this boss has two phases, and first one is gonna release some clouds that when they get reached by some flames. Okay, that was bad. That was my mistake. When some flames reach them, they're gonna extend their range, so you need to be careful with that. The third phase is that it's gonna be releasing some missiles, and that's like the best one in order to hit this boss as much as you can, as it will simply keep more time on the floor. I uploaded the Roman, which is bad in the way that I'm gonna be moving a bit slow, but it's gonna be helpful anyways, as it's gonna help to me to be able to use the globe again. So, and there are some stages here in the Super Future era where that's gonna be something really useful. Okay, that was not the place I was planning to throw that. What happened there? Okay, I need to wait because I have lost the remote bombs. That's a really useful item. I simply don't understand what affected me there. And well, this ghost is annoying. This ghost is not from my family, so I don't care about this guy. Because the fact of that ghost is that after a while, it's just simply gonna disappear. This was a pretty bad swordless one that happened. Also, something good is that all these warping points that are gonna spawn once I defeat all the enemies are in the same place all the time, so I don't need to deal with trying to locate where these guys are. And now this green enemy that we see on the top that looks like a bot, it's another annoying boss, annoying enemy. As if there are gonna be two on each stage where this guy appears. That was a pretty bad place to defeat that guy. Oh my god, again! This guy is gonna be doing the same, so I'm gonna wait a little bit because I need that one of them are on the same spot. Because once I defeat one, the one that is left on this stage is gonna try to duplicate itself. And that's gonna complicate some stuff which I've seen. Because unfortunately that enemy was on a spot where I simply wasn't gonna be able to explode the enemy really easy. And now we have these enemies that turn like onto a kind of zone or flame that the first time that you explode a bomb, they're gonna turn into a flame and they're gonna increase their speed. Meaning that trying to defeat them is gonna be something more. We'll get it anyways. 4-4, this enemy on the top that is also in the middle of the stage has the ability that when they see a bomb, they're gonna make it explode. With the difference that they're not gonna... Well, in this case with the first bomb, they simply... I don't want to try to explode it without receiving any damage. I'm just gonna wait for that enemy. It's gonna come back. That's kind of gonna come back, interesting. I know there's a button to stop the bombs, but I forgot which one it was, because when you kick the bombs, if you press another button on the controller, you're gonna be able to stop the position of the bomb. You're gonna stop the bomb. And that's gonna be something useful in order to reach some parts. Now, 4-5, this is the stage where simply, if you have the Daruman, you are gonna... I don't know why this happened, but it happened. Now, this stage is gonna be really slow. Okay, maybe I'm gonna be running out of the estimate, but this is the magic of marathons anyway. Okay, definitely I'm gonna be running out of the estimate. I wasn't expecting this, so what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna quit all my lives and I'm gonna go back to 1-2. Because if you run out of lives, you can continue with the game, and you can travel to any previous stage you have played. So in this case, I'm gonna be repeating 1-2. I'm gonna be adding like 5 minutes to my estimate right now just to compensate this, because I really need to get back the remote bombs. Because I'm really aware about how slow the run is gonna be if I don't have it, so it's the best is just to repeat 1-2. Try to get that again. So I need to look again for where those the items are. In this case, again, I'm gonna be looking directly for the globe, and I got it really quick, so that was something really good. But I need to open my way here. Oh, it's good that I get a roller skate. That's gonna make me move slightly faster. So my movement is gonna be a bit slow, but again, I'm gonna be having the main power of several in it. Yeah, because that that really got was a really awful stage. Awful mistake, sorry. Okay, that was a mistake. It's not supposed that I have lost the heart, but anyways, I can deal with that. But I will try to. Let's pray for that, because what I was trying to do here was this. Because if you have the Diamond, you need to find a way in order to get inside of the middle of the stage in order to defeat the enemies. But if you don't have it, what you can do is simply just to throw the bombs. And they defeat the enemy like this. Okay, there was a blood there. Very interesting. And no, Google, I haven't asked to you to look for something on my phone. Well, this item that it may be helpful before, now appear at the end, so now it's really pointless. I don't know why Google got activated on my phone when to look something. For the 6, I don't remember the name of this enemy, but some people like to call it the clown. The only of these guys is that they make you dance. And with that, what I try to mean is that it simply is going to and again I made this mistake, but this is really right. Why did I decide to catch that one? That was not good. Okay, so I'm just gonna be pretty slow on this stage, and again I'm gonna try to defeat these enemies, and before the next stage, definitely I'm gonna lose all my lives again. Or well, because next boss is gonna be really quick. Or well, I'm gonna be trying to defeat the boss. I don't feel so confident with me about what may happen. But let's try to do something. Because the next boss is a kind of mix between a worm and a spider. Talking about for that sake. Now here I have a Hammer Bomberman. I think this was Hammer Bomberman. Well, the ability of this guy is that wherever he wants, he's gonna call all the bombs, and that was the heart I was looking for. That's fine. I got the remote bomb, so this is not gonna be like a big problem for now. Just a connecting bombs. Somehow I have lost the heart now. Well, or it may be. I don't have the ability to kick the bombs. This is gonna be slightly low. Okay, that's the item I'm looking for. So I prefer to lose some time here trying to catch this power up. So maybe I'm not gonna be on the necessity of running out of lives again. But yeah, this is being really bad. There's a small chance that I can finish under my estimate if this boss can be a nice guy. But my problem is that I am not so high in flames. And the mix with this boss is that it has a really reduced sound to make some damage against it. I don't know what is happening. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's try to do this in the slow way. This is the reason why I prefer to have the heart on this boss, because it's really reduced the sound that you will have to make damage to this boss. Because when it's moving around the stage with this with that worm form, what is going to happen is that you can make him damage to every part of its body. But if it's on the other pace where, well, when it's spawning like this, like in the way that I have died, what is going to happen is that you just can't make it damage to its head and not to the rest of its body. And that's like the complicated section of this. And I practiced a lot this game. I was not having problems, and now these things again happen. But don't worry, if you want to see a better Super Normal run, you can watch the Kiwami's run that happened some days ago. she made a better job than me, definitely. I mean, she knew how to deal with some stuff in a better way than I would have done. So since my flame is reduced and I don't have the golden flame, trying to get close to this boss is a bit complicated for me. Plus, if I get trapped into its web, my speed is gonna get reduced, like you have seen there. Okay, the last part of the tail and head was exploded. I'm just gonna run out of lives. I'm gonna spawn the second player just to lose the lives and the other lives anyway. Oh my god, I always forget that, but the worm is gonna kill him anyway. So, and you have seen how that bastard decided to spawn all those webs. So that was like the best way to show how really awful that boss can be, because it can be really troll like that. So yeah, I'm gonna be running out of the estimate, but Marathon is a bit ahead, so that shouldn't be a problem. I don't have any safe words to say about what has happened, but that's a risk you can deal with. Okay, something tells me that the globe is at the bottom of the stage, which is not something good. Yeah, what is the marathon if the runner doesn't get out of the estimate? If we always forget that the estimate is nothing but a suggestion. Please tell me that the globe is down below, okay, I think. Now, what I'm just gonna do is that I'm just gonna first this enemy that is on the left. And then I'm gonna be spawning the second player. I'm gonna grab him, and there's some flames here, so I'm gonna catch this. I have got worse runs than this in the past, so this is not like a big problem. And after this, I'm gonna be going to the Roman stage, just to be a bit safe, because with the Roman, there's no effect with what is the detonator? Okay, I found it, but it's on the middle of the stage. If I'm lucky enough, this is gonna be like a 37. Really bad run, but show needs to continue. Ah, yes, I can walk through walls. I forgot that. You know, I'm not used to do what am I doing here, so. And also, we can compensate some time at the setup when I switch games. Plus, I can get some additional items that may gonna be helpful for me. I didn't need to catch that, but I have the pinky bombs there. Okay, I have now most of the things I need. But I'm just gonna go to 2-5 just to get the Daruman. Because again, if you have the Daruman on the fourth boss, the webs aren't gonna affect you, so I'm gonna be trying to use that on my side. But if I lose the room, and since I have the heart, I have another additional opportunity to don't mess up things and keep alive. Something I like about this stage is that simply the other bombermen can mess up things. Here, let's try to do this again. And again, I forgot to defeat this. And guess who lost the room again? Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I have the remote bombs. This is what I was looking for. But my speed is not so fast as I don't have so much rolling skate, so now it's time to be careful. Otherwise, for the safeness of the marathon, I'm just gonna do a mercy kill. Hopefully that's not going to happen. The problem part here is mostly to make damage against other parts of its body, because the head can be simply just destroyed without big problems. Don't get close, bastard. Okay, that was good, that was good. That's not so good. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. There's just a small ball of its body that we just need to see. It's gonna be fine, and now my controller is not working properly right now. So Monka S. Again, I need to wait until this space finishes, because I cannot make damage to that part of its body. That was really bad idea. This is really awful boss. It's really annoying. And I lost a heart. There we go. Okay, I have lost a heart, but there's a chance that I can get another remote bomb in case that I died again. Hopefully that's not going to happen. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to finish under my estimate. But I'm gonna be taking some time to gain some items. And now, after the 4 worlds that we see here in the game, now it's time to go to the usual 5th world that gets unlocked on every Bomberman game once you complete all the first 4 worlds. And now we're gonna be having some refights against the other mini bosses of the game. I'm gonna be taking some time as I will try to catch some power-ups. What a bastard! Those were my flames! Okay, I guess I can do nothing about that. I forgot that this is the ability of this guy. Well, I can deal without it. I'm speechless about what's happening. So let's do this in the slow way. And yeah, the main problem with this game is that, well, if you're not so into Bomberman games, well, unless that guy explodes by himself, so that was something good. If you have never played any Bomberman game, when you die, there are some power-up that you lose, like the remote bombs, for example. And also, you lose the ability of dropping bombs or kicking them. And I really like when I can chase those guys like that. But I'm just gonna be doing this a bit slowly. But the good thing is that I'm gonna be chasing some power-ups here. I think I'm on 5-3. I have another remote bomb. I need to be careful with the jet bomberman. Okay, the detonator is here. That's something good to know, because I used to forget where these items are. I feel confident about myself. If I run out of lives, that's gonna be a mercy kill. I'm not gonna risk any more of the time on the marathon. That's gonna be helpful. Give me another bomb if possible. I want this. Okay, I have flames at maximum, so I don't need this again. I'm just lagging from the globe, that's good. I just require the kicking ability. Now, so I'm playing a bit safe because I don't want to mess up again the things. I was close. I was close. I don't know if I have the heart, but I'm gonna try to do this as best as I can. Also, World Pass is not required anymore on this point. You know, the additional enemy. The ability of this guy is that at some points you cannot make damage to him. And there we go. Now, after we have defeated all these mini bosses again, we are gonna go to a small boss rush where we're gonna be watching all of these bosses again. Fortunately, they have less health, but I cannot make a bomb rush like I used to do when I faced them the first attempt. But besides of this, that doesn't quit the fact that that the spider worm is gonna be annoying. I also need to be careful with the bombs, as when I defeat them, the bombs can make me damage. So. So maybe you were wondering why I'm running this, because I haven't made the disclaimer, but I'm not a main SNES runner. I used to run mostly PlayStation stuff. The reason why I know how to run this game is because back in 2020 there was a tournament managed by SpeedGaming Portuguese, the Portuguese division of SpeedGaming Network. And I say, okay, I'm a Bomberman fan, let's give it a try to this, because why not? Besides, I'm not from Brazil or Portugal, but usually international channels doesn't just to limit the people that can be featured there, that can participate. Like, for example, I'm the manager of the Spanish channel, which is SpeedGaming Español, and I'm really glad that Fizzle got me that opportunity since 2019. And sometimes we restrain this stuff in Spanish! Oh my. And exactly that needed to happen on this boss. I'm gonna do my best in order to try to finish this, but if I run out of lives, I'm just simply gonna mercy kill. But I'm gonna try to finish the run. I'm gonna try to finish it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best. This is really awful. I cannot compromise anymore the marathon schedule. I'm gonna try to do my best. I'm gonna try to do my best. I'm kind of really awful because this is the end of the game. I mean, I can go back again to 1-2, but I have done that a lot on this run, so I don't want to do that again. Because when you don't have their mod bombs against the worm, your chances to defeat the worm are gonna be really low. Remember guys, practicing for marathons is really bad because that means that your run is gonna be really awful. And again, this guy decided to be a troll. Well, I'm not gonna be compromising anymore the marathon. I mean, it's really awful because after this we're just gonna face Bagura. But honestly, I don't want to keep compromising marathon time. I'm just gonna do a mercy kill at this point. I'm not gonna keep going with this. I feel really bad about this because I don't just have runs this bad. But when it happens, it happens. I don't think there's something else I can do, so I'm just gonna be switching for my next game, which is gonna be Super Mario World. Hopefully, it's gonna be a better run than this. I really feel bad about what I have done here. But by far this has been my worst marathon run of this game. But well, show needs to keep going. I'm gonna be back in a minute. I really need to go quickly to the bathroom. I'm gonna be setting up bouncing zone. For the setup, we just can simply go and go to intermittent while I try, and I'm gonna be setting up this. Again, I'm really sorry about this. I tried to do as best as I was able to, but my estimate was 30 minutes, and I was close to the 45 time mark on my timer, so I wasn't gonna compromise this anymore. So I'm gonna be setting up the console, and then I'm gonna go really quick to the bathroom.